So last week, I came on here very annoyed at Drake because I felt like he just kept sending out these little tidbits, these little teasers that really didn't mean anything. It really didn't make much of an impact, I think, about his Iceman album. He has been talking about this Iceman project for, I don't know, almost 2 years, it seems like. And it's actually annoying. It was annoying for me. Maybe not for everybody else, but definitely for me. Because I just feel like, get to it already. If you're putting out a new album, put out that new album. And I hope it's going to be great. He is saying that it's going to be great. People are going to be playing this uh, years from now. So we will see if that happens. But in the meantime, there was no date last week. And then, of course, I guess he heard me complaining about the shenanigans and he did something big. He went ahead and had blocks of ice delivered to downtown Toronto. He was there to oversee the project, of course, but blocks of ice, and basically said Iceman, he posted it to his social media accounts and he said Iceman is coming soon, and he says the release date is inside of the ice. Of course, this created buzz. I mean, it's Drake after all, and no matter what I might say about Drake or how annoyed with him I might be, the reality of the situation is people love Drake and they're going to show up for something like this. So naturally, people flocked to the blocks of ice. It really ended up creating one big block of ice. People flocked to this, and well, between using fire and metal and whatever else people could get their hands on to help them, um, a streamer by the name of Kishka, I believe that's how you say his name. I'm not familiar with him. I don't know a whole lot about the streaming world. But what I do know is he found the insert that had the booklet that said that Drake's album will be out on May 15th. Now, Drake, I just want you to know, okay? Let this, please, rather let me ask something of you. Let me request something of you. Please don't change this date. You made all those people do all that work. They were climbing on top of the ice. This one guy had a torch in his hand trying to melt the ice. Like it was madness. Okay. Look it up if you have not seen or heard about this. Look it up. The videos are crazy. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to use this lavalier mic, so I hope I'm not knocking it or whatever. I really shouldn't be wearing really should really shouldn't have put this on. So let's just take that off. Anyway, so yeah, this is what the gentleman did. I mean, I honestly thought this was brilliant. I know some people didn't like this, and I totally understand because Drake has been annoying as far as I'm concerned at this point with rolling out Iceman. But I thought this was genius. If you saw the crowds of people that were trying to get to this ice, you would understand. I think he did a phenomenal job on rolling this out, at least this piece of the rollout. I gotta be honest. So now we're getting a Drake album on May 15th. My question is it going to be a good Drake album or is it going to be a forgettable one? Drake is saying that it's going to be a great album. So we will listen. I don't know if my co-host is going to listen. Y'all know you don't really like Drake that much. He's probably only going to listen if there's like a 2 p.m. in Guatemala or 4 a.m. in I don't know, Honduras. So we'll see. Or I don't know, like a 5 p.m. in Sheboygan. I really don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But what I will say is I will listen to this. I'm not super psyched about a Drake album coming out, but I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna see what happens because, well, I mean, he's one of the biggest hip hop artists. of our time. So it's kind of hard to just ignore or avoid it anyway. But that's the Drake update. I eat my words because he did have an album date coming. So yeah, I guess we'll be looking out for that